Man. What's going on in a place to be? Let's get it started. Let me share this live. Live and direct. What the hell? What the hell? Let me see if I can see myself. This video is private. Why is it private? Hell no. It's supposed to be public. Let's try that again. So, let's get into it. There's a few things I wanted to talk about. Anybody viewing, can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure the audio is correct. Because yesterday I was having technical difficulties with the audio. Can you guys hear me? Just trying to make sure. Can you guys hear me? Okay, you guys can hear me. All right, so let's get into it. So yesterday I was trying to go over this gay shit with Jaylen Brown. Now I've been trying to pull it up on Twitter, but like the clip keeps playing. I don't want to get my account like banned or not. Stop it. Let's stop it. So Jaylen Brown, I think it's Josh Christopher. They both play for the whatchamacallit. They play for Houston Rockets. Now I don't think they went to college. They did so well in high school that they kind of just skipped these guys and they went straight to the league. And they're good players, but recently some videos had been put out that they were just, and this is a video, I can't play it right now, especially on YouTube, but Jaylen Brown dry humping the shit out of Josh Christopher, and it's honestly just mortifying. Now, I know guys joke around, don't get me wrong, everybody jokes around with their friends, right? You might say some like sus shit, like joking around, but this is too far. I've never joked like this. This is nuts. Like this is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like you going too far now. And I get it, guys joke, but then see the issue is when you joke, and then like so this is Josh Christopher. I don't know why I'm on like DuckDuckGo. They both play for the same team now. I guess they both play for the same team in high school. But when you look into these guys and you start looking up, so if you look up Jalen Green painted nails, like this guy has gone through more nail polish than my little sister. There's a lot of pictures with his nails painted. I guess this is just like the thing to do with the new generation. How do I zoom out? Fuck. And it's just, so when you take into account that he did all this weird shit, and then the kid is painting his nails. Listen, guys, it's okay to joke around, right? But remember what my channel is about. It's about men being men. So it is not very manly for you to be painting your nails and designing your nails. This is not something that's very manly. And then like, there's just a lot of flamboyant things, and I guess in society they're okay with you being gay. I don't think it's okay personally, because obviously I'm a God-fearing man and I have beliefs of my own. So with that being said, and then when you look at, like, I remember seeing a picture of this guy Jalen Green with his girlfriend. And he had like a whole purse. He had a whole purse on. And I just went over this the other day. And I think this is the girl that used to date, I think Christopher Combs is P. Diddy's son. See, like this image right here, right? I don't know where they were at, but bro has an entire purse. I'm pretty sure his nails are probably painted also. And then when you go back, spin it back years, and mind you, there's two videos. There's one video, there's a third dude hoisting somebody up and he's dry humping somebody or getting dry humped, and then there's one video he's just viciously just power dry humping the shit out of Josh Christopher. So then when you couple it all together, he's painting his nails. He has very exquisite taste with his purses. Him and his girl both have purses. They have mansion purses, and they're just going around, you know. Look at this picture. Whose purse looks better? And my thing is, like, where's the masculinity? This is a big ass motherfucker. This motherfucker probably like 6'4". He's probably 6'4". And I guess, you know, that doesn't necessarily make you gay, but does it make you bisexual? Maybe. I don't know. Listen, guys, the point is, don't joke like this, right? Don't, and if you're doing something nefarious and something just diabolical, also don't record it. Don't record it. Like, why would you record it? And you know, the person who recorded this probably said, "Oh, no, stop. Stop it. So look, this is the second clip. I don't want to play it because I don't want to get the channel banned, but I think this is like, I think this is Jalen Green right here with the white t-shirt. I don't know who the hell this is. And then I think this is Josh Christopher. He's holding him up, and then he has his legs up. And you know, the crazy part is, in the video, he's like making noises. He's like, and moaning. And the person recorded this, and this is what Cameron said. Cameron was like, "Oh, I seen this before," because the person recorded and said, "Lie, they always doing this shit. This is not the first time whoever recorded this seen this." So they was like, "Oh, nah, I'm gonna catch these motherfuckers this time. Let me pull out the camera. I'm not about to be the only one witnessing this." So somebody went back in their archives, whether it was on Snapchat or Instagram, and said, "These motherfuckers gay." But the point is, like, we're men here, right? You subscribe to me to be a man. It's not only about just getting girls or staying on your purpose. It's also about keeping your masculine frame. And it's, like I said, it's okay to joke, but you don't want to do this type of stuff. Oh my God, why is it stopping? Why did it do that? It just closed up by itself. Listen, I'm done with this view. I don't want to look at this anymore. When you're doing this type of stuff, that's not something you want to do, right? That's not something you want to be, you know, showing. You don't want to joke like that. You don't want to take it too far. Even like, you know, I would say if you got a girlfriend, it's okay to record things when you're doing things with your girl. But even still, like, I've been in situations where I got caught up and a girl trying to be spiteful wants to like come back and try to show me of a video recorded, just trying to expose me. Or even if you got a side chick and you recording it, like, you want to have little evidence as possible. And that's even with some women. Let alone you doing some wild sus shit, and now you got this rumor surrounding about you being, you know, a homosexual. Even if that's really what you're not, right? That's not something you want to do, and those are not rumors you want to have surrounding you. Especially as a man, and you shouldn't joke this way. You shouldn't joke this way, because this shit is not okay. It is not all right. And it is not something you want to be associated with, because it always has a negative connotation. Now, I know people, if you're part of the LGBTQ, yeah, they're going to tell you, oh, it's okay. Listen, if that's what you do, that's what you do. I'm not saying you don't deserve human rights. All I'm saying is, if you're parading around as a heterosexual male, people are going to question you. You're going to have people testing you. You're going to have gay men hitting on you, right? You're gonna be like questioned amongst your peers. And this is a problem. So don't joke like this. Don't joke like this. It's not okay. But let's get into other news. Now, I had seen this thing, and it's so funny because I had girls sending me this, and they're like, "Oh, do you think this is appropriate?" Because now, like, ever since I've been doing the whole TikTok thing, I get a lot of girls who say, "Oh, I would never do this. You should do a video on this. I would never do this to my man." And it's a lot of girls who even think that this shit with KEEKEE Palmer is inappropriate. So KEEKEE Palmer is an actress. She's an American actress. Let's find the video. Hold on. Here we go. So KEEKEE Palmer is an American actress. My audio is like fucking up crazy, and it's annoying. She's an American actress, and she's famous essentially. Now, I don't know if she's married. I know she has a man, and they have a kid together, and I believe that they are together. They are together in a committed relationship. She essentially has a family, and now she's being called out for what she's doing. Not only that, but her husband made a comment on it. So, and then people are coming to her defense. But this is why I say, listen, don't give into none of that bullshit women are talking nowadays. You don't give into it, because when you give into it, this is what's gonna happen. So let's play the clip what KEEKEE Palmer was doing with Usher. If you know who Usher is, world-renowned, famous R&B artist, one of my favorites. Let's play the video. Sorry guys about the audio, so choppy, but basically he's serenading her. He's singing to her, holding her in her arms. Now, I think the occasion was her birthday, right? And he's singing to her, all up in her, like all up on her, all up around her. Now, as a man, if this was my girl, not only would I be infuriated, I'd be highly upset. My standards are so high when it comes to a wife or a woman that I'm involved with. This will be grounds for breaking up or grounds for a divorce, maybe. Maybe not divorce, because some people would say divorce. I know in a marriage is very important, but I wouldn't talk to her for months. I would be disgusted. And it's disrespectful to her man. It's disrespectful to everybody. Why does this gay shit keep popping up? Why? Get out of here. Like I said, it's disrespectful to her man. It's just beyond. But let's look what her man says. She says, this is her man, Darius Dayton, whatever his name is. He says, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want his wife, so I guess they are married, which makes it even worse, and mother to his kids to showcase her booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family, my representation. I have my standards, morals to what I believe. I rest my case. Now, basically, this man is talking about how he didn't like how she was showing off her body. And I didn't think that's the least of his worries. Because more than likely, if he's with her, he probably knew she was going to go out like this. She's probably gone out like this before. And if you don't set any boundaries, it will happen. And I'm pretty sure it's not the first time it happened. But that's the least of her worries. Where's her loyalty? Like, you think that's appropriate? Because I promise you 1,000%. If it was the other case around, like if we look at the thing what happened with Ice Spice and Lil Uzi. What Lil Uzi girl, I forget her name, Young Miami or whatever one of those city girls' names is. She's like beating on him. She threw something at him because he was talking to Ice Spice. She's over here being serenaded, sung to, and man's holding her in his arms, putting the mic to her face. Might as well be in a penis. Right? If you ask me, obviously I'm exaggerating, but it's highly, highly inappropriate. And her husband in marriage, they have a kid. He's being called a hater. And you know, I saw this video on TikTok and it infuriated me. It infuriated me that this ditzy, I'm not going to even try to insult her because she's a product of her environment. This shows you where the height of women are. And this is why by the year 2030, over half the population of women in the United States will be single because men in their right mind will not marry these women. Look at the mindset. Let's hear what she has to say about the situation.
This is going to be for the girls and the girls only because I don't care what no man.
Sorry about the audio, guys. Let's see if we can fix it.
This is going to be for the girls and the girls only because I don't.
The audio is just really wilding out. I'm going to try to close this page out and then play it again. Hold on. I don't know why it's doing this. If anybody knows how to fix this fucking issue, let me know.
This is going to be for the girls and the girls only because I don't care what no man have to say about this topic. Did y'all see Lauren Kiana the Palmer always keeps a job? KEEKEE Palmer's baby daddy trying to embarrass her. Basically, he tried to get mad. We all seen the video of her at the Usher concert and Usher serenading her. KEEKEE was looking fine like she always does, okay? And he tried to say something like, oh, you're a mom or whatever. Then he gonna get mad because instead of him texting his girl, he brought it to the internet, and of course everyone's gonna have her back because we love KEEKEE. And he's gonna be like, well, this is my opinion on it, this is my family, blah 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 blah, like I can say whatever I want to say. And this is why I be saying sometimes the men in your lives be the biggest ops and your biggest haters, because why are you being like this? Because let's break it down. It can't be the outfit that you're mad at because you was just posting her twerking in that jumpsuit just a couple weeks ago. Like, so it can't be the fucking outfit. You was just talking about how your son transformed her as she was shaking her ass in that catsuit. So it's not the outfit. So what really is it? And I saw a tweet that said if he was really player, he would have texted her something slick and nasty like, oh, I can't wait for you to come home so I can do what Usher wish he could do. But you're not player like that because you're a secret hater. Somebody also said, I'm glad you said that you was the man of the family and not the breadwinner of the family, because let's check it. Who the real star is. You knew what it was. You probably found her in an outfit like that. And now that she done filled out a little bit and she's feeling herself with her body transformation, now you want to go hating. Hate it for you. Like, everybody was on.
See, fella, and this is why I talk about you don't give into this bullshit that women talk about in society, talking about how, you know, oh, it's misogynistic that you think that way. It's misogynistic that you want a submissive wife. It's giving insecurity. Like, you know, and this is the way society's going, and you cannot give into it. She literally just called this man's husband a fucking hater because he commented on her outfit. Obviously, we already talked about that. Like, if you get when a woman, you know, beforehand, you see how you what you get is what you see. Some can change and some will change, but that's not even more of the problem. It's the fact that you have Usher singing, like, I agree, serenading her, singing to her, very sensual, in a very sensual, sexual manner, which is highly inappropriate for someone who is married, right? Aside from her dress, we don't have to agree with her dressing, right? But She's calling this man a hater, talking about sometimes your man be your biggest op and hater. But this is the discrepancy in society. Society's 1000% fucked. 1000%. You think that that's appropriate? You don't think that a woman's husband has the right to comment on it? And she said, "Oh, I seen a tweet where somebody was like, oh, if he was real player, he would have texted her and said, I can't wait till you get home and do to you what Usher wish he could." No! When you get home, I might not be there. Ever again, you fucking that's disgusting. Are you serious? I can't wait till you... No, when you get home, I might not be there. Me and the child. I promise you, if I had a wife and she did something like that, especially humiliated me publicly, I probably wouldn't talk to her for months. We'd be on the brink of divorce, talking about, oh, I wish what Usher can do. It looked like Usher spared her. He spared that man from it looks like if Usher wanted her, he could have had her. And God knows whatever went on that night, because we don't know. We don't know. Like, that's fucking nuts. And how this person could sit here and try to defend it? Talking about, oh, I can't wait till you get home to see what Usher can do. To do to you what Usher wish he could. Get the fuck out of here, man. And this is the problem with society, right? Society is completely backwards. So much so where it comes to the point where I wouldn't even try to argue with these people. So when you see people online talking about, oh, body count doesn't matter. Oh, if you want a submissive wife, you're misogynistic. You're part of the patriarchy. What else? If you want a wife that's gonna cook and clean and do traditional gender roles that a female does, right? If you don't want to agree with the LGBTQ, if you don't think that a man can become a woman and a woman can become a man, if you don't agree with these ideologies and these insane ideals and ideologies, don't allow yourself to give into it. Don't allow yourself to call it transphobe, homophobe, misogynistic, because this is nuts. And this is going to be the results. You're going to end up like Adam 22, where, he's letting his wife get plowed by porn stars. And then he even said on a podcast the other day how eventually he's gonna double team somebody with his wife. And yes, it's a problem. They're not just porn stars, because it was a problem. It was something they discussed for an entire year. But this is where society's going. Don't give into it. If it's misogyny, don't care about upsetting women, because this is where you go. Where as a man, if you're married and you have a problem with how your wife is conducting herself publicly, this is the problem. This is the problem. And these are the women that you guys have to deal with this age. This is the women that you have to deal with. That's why I say filter women out 100% and never deal with this shit. Because this is it's blasphemy almost. It's blasphemy. It's like 1000% ridiculous. So when I tell you guys don't give into this shit, don't say, oh, well, I don't want to upset it. No, fuck that. Stop worrying about upsetting people at this point. Because at this point, you're fighting for your masculinity. You're fighting for your beliefs, and it's oppression. Now, anybody who has a level of religiosity, anybody who has certain beliefs, you are being oppressed at this point. Because if you have a belief, if you're coming at people crazy, if you say, well, somebody say, hey, body count doesn't matter. A girl can sleep with as many people as she wants. You be like, okay, well, that's what you believe. I don't agree with that. Oh, it's giving bigotry. It's giving misogynistic. No, these are simply my beliefs. Respect it. It's simply my beliefs on the most rudimentary level. It's simple respect. You have your way of living. I have mine. This is what I agree with, and I don't agree with yours. Plain and simple. But now things are changing. Things are changing, and you don't even have rights anymore. You don't. You can't even stick up for yourself. Like, this shit is 1000% nuts. And people are really sitting here justifying this. Like, are you serious, dude? Like, this shit is nuts. Are you, like, this girl sat here and said that he's her biggest hater. It's so hard to even watch. I couldn't even play the rest of the video.
On your side when you were sitting there looking cute and
Like, it's nuts. This girl really sat here and said that sometimes your biggest hater be your man.
this is gonna be for the girls and the girls only because I don't care what no man have to say about this topic. Did y'all see Lauren Kiana the Palmer?
And don't think that oh, this is only for the girls only. There are women who don't agree with this shit. There are women that don't, and it kind of makes me want to go back and look at the clip. This is my family. She does. She has a child. And it's crazy because he has standards and morals. And because he's mad at his wife. And I promise you, here's some free game for you guys. If your wife ever does some shit like that. Where's the bookmarks? You got to be careful with Twitter. Because Twitter be having some wild shit. And I be saving some wild stuff. Inappropriate. This is inappropriate. Usher has this man's wife in his arms, hands wrapped around her waist, midway, not too low, but still inappropriate. Her arms wrapped around him, dancing. He's singing about 4 inches away from her face. Looks like I'm about to watch a love scene on xnxx.com, right? And you have people saying that her husband is a hater. I promise you guys, if you ever even see your girl do something like this, leave her. Leave her. Leave her. This is a felony. It's not murder. It's not bloody murder, but it's a felony. I'm not saying you can never come back from it. I probably wouldn't. Because my standards for the type of woman that I deal with. I've seen situations like this. I've sure they tell me I would never do something. I would never embarrass you like that. This is nuts. This is a felony. 5 months in jail. 5 months. What does that mean? I wouldn't be talking to her. She wouldn't be having no sex for me. She would think I was cheating. Absolutely not. Look at this sump in the background, just dancing. Yeah. And he gives the mic to her to let her sing. This is highly inappropriate. How can you feel secure with your own wife? And tell me after this you wouldn't have trust issues. You would think she was cheating 100%. Who wouldn't think she was cheating? And then Usher's looking at her like, damn, she getting thick. And Usher's a lot older than us too. Usher's like maybe in his late 40s, mid 40s, right? Almost 50s. What KEEKEE Palmer's like, what is she, like 25, 27? That makes me want to search her age. Because I know I'm older. I'm a lot older than her. Maybe not a lot, but... She's 29. Okay, so she's about the same age as me. 29 years old. How old is Usher? I think Usher's like in his 40s. So Usher's 44. Almost twice her age. He'd be like an uncle. But this is inappropriate, guys. 1,000% inappropriate. Why do they keep doing that? And then even still, I guess if you say that, well, Usher's a professional, it's entertainment, it's not that serious, then I would still say There has to be some code of conduct when you get married. Do not accept a woman like this. Do not wife a woman like this. Do not accept relationship and circumstances like this. And this is why I tell you guys, it is super, super highly important for you to filter women out when you wife them. Super, super important. Because this is what you guys are going to be going through. This is what the future of relationships looks like. Because if you don't understand relationship dynamics, if you don't understand this shit, if you don't allow yourself to filter a woman out, if you don't allow yourself to have standards, you will go through hell. And I'm pretty sure it probably makes a big deal that he doesn't make as much money as her, probably. And honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know about this dude. Let me see. Let's search him up. And he keeps saying boyfriend. He said husband. So is she married or not? KEEKEE Palmer's husband. KEEKEE Palmer was found love Darius Jackson nearly 2 years before welcoming their child. You've been blessed. KEEKEE Palmer decided not to marry. The couple have been dating since 2021 and their first child was born in February. So she's not married. But the man is on, he's putting out statements saying husband. Is this how a second gentleman should be acting? After video suffers are ushers serenading KEEKEE Palmer in his Las Vegas show on July 5th, her boyfriend Darius Jackson decided to share his own opinion about the family's, what does it say? Matriarchy's dress. I don't understand what that word says, but my bad. No entiendo la palabra. It's the outfit, though. You're a mom, he wrote on Elon Musk app. I'm guessing that's Twitter. Mr. KEEKEE Palmer. Wow, that's disrespectful. They called him Mr. KEEKEE Palmer. They gave him her last name. That's crazy. You know a woman wrote this. Boyfriend was saying her outfit. A black sheer long sleeve polka dot dress with a bodysuit peeking out underneath was unfit for a mother to be wearing in public, according to the misogynistic logic. See? That even the person writing this article is calling him misogynistic. That's why I say don't give a fuck about that shit. According to the misogynistic logic, moms shouldn't have fun at concerts and cute little black dresses because that is a threat to traditional family. We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want his wife and mother to his kids to showcase her booty cheeks to please others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is. He added to follow up, mind you, he and KEEKEE Palmer are decidedly not married. The couple have been dating since 2021. And their first child was born in February. This is my family and representation. He kept going on for some reason. I have standards and morals, what I believe in. I rest my case. He decided to delete the profile. Twitter, however, kept up the fight. The internet dug up Jackson's old tweets, which includes seemingly defending police brutality and liking his post. Listen, this shit is crazy. What did I say? I literally said that. So you go and read articles on this, and people call it misogynistic views. This is why I say, guys, and this is why women in America are single, and this is why they're not getting married. This is why they're not getting married. This is why by 2050, and first of all, she put off the marriage. She don't even want to get married. But when they get old, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Don't give in to this shit. When somebody call you misogynistic because you don't want your girl to have a lot of bodies, you don't want her out partying, clubbing, have your standards. Have your standards. Trust me, there are more of them than us. Even if you say that in the world, it used to be more women, but even if you say in the world that it's 50-50, that the same amount of men in the world match the same amount of women in the world. those numbers still are not consistent. You want to know why? Because especially in America, the women outnumber the men in America. They do. You can Google that. You can Google that. I promise you. And then on top of that, you got to account for all the men in jail, right? 98% of people locked up in America are men. All the men in jail. Then you have all the men that are part of the LGBTQ, AI plus, whatever they're doing, right? Whatever all the ABC people are, who don't even want to deal with women, who really don't want women. So you got to deal with that. And then I guess you got all the men that just, I don't know, that just don't want to deal with women, that leave the country to go get other women because they still have traditional morals. Don't give in to this stuff. You have to stick up for your rights, and it's very, very important. I don't care what anybody's saying. Oh, you're misogynistic, you're this, you're that. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I don't. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not. I'm really not. Don't give in. This shit is frustrating. It is. And it's disgusting. And it's blasphemy. Don't give into it. I don't care. Anyway, guys, I'm about to go to the gym. Like, maybe I'll be back later, upload some more videos on Patreon. But this shit is nuts. It's disgusting. 100%.